Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's topic is the overweight problem. Now, obesity and being overweight has globally been on the rise over the last 3 decades. In almost every region, there are now more people living with obesity than underweight. And if current numbers continue to rise, the world will have a serious health crisis. And why is that? Raised body mass index, BMI, is a major risk factor for chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, musculoskeletal disorders, and some cancers. The risk for these chronic diseases increases with the increase in BMI. Now, to define obesity is a complex disease involving an excess amount of body fat, classified by body mass index of 30 or greater. Statistically speaking, according to the WHO, in 2016, more than 1.9 billion adults 18 years and older were overweight. Of these, over 650 million were obese. Most of the world's population live in countries where overweight and obesity kills more people than underweight. The two overwhelmingly leading preventable causes of death in modern society are smoking tobacco and being overweight or obese. And the saddest fact is, both are preventable. The fundamental cause of obesity and overweight is an energy imbalance between calories consumed and calories expended. Globally, there has been an increased intake of energy-dense foods that are high in processed carbohydrates and sugars, and there has been an increase in physical inactivity due to the increasingly sedentary nature of many forms of work, changing modes of transportation, and increasing urbanization. Unfortunately, we live in an increasingly automated society that requires less and less physical activity from people each day. With each passing year, technological advancements continue to make our lives easier, which might not be the best thing, so to speak. Sedentary lifestyles and convenience-focused diets continue to fuel elevated rates of obesity and related chronic health conditions, creating the need for a change. And the change starts with you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Keep your core tight, okay?
Get it. We're training our dear Prem Dan. Jai Prem Dan, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah, strong.
Now, the importance and benefits of a little daily exercise and following a healthy diet are truly underrated. A 2019 research study by Danai et al. Suggested that numerous chronic diseases are highly preventable by simply living an active and healthy lifestyle.
We're out here in the wild.
Alright, mate, let's go. We're gonna take a dip in the lake, mate. You know, it's really good for your blood pressure. It's really good for your cholesterol. It's really good for your arthritis. Make sure you jump in the lake and get a swim.
In fact, research has shown that staying physically fit and eating healthy is one of the best forms of preventative medicine. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the biggest causes of developing a chronic health condition, such as type 2 diabetes and obesity. But roughly 3 in 4 adults and more than 80% of teens do not meet recommended physical activity guidelines. From another perspective, according to a 2012 study published by Raymars et al., individuals who maintain their cardiovascular fitness levels across their lifespan are 2 to 4 times less likely to develop heart disease or die prematurely from it. Despite the many challenges of achieving good health, individuals do have a significant amount of control over their health and well-being. For example, becoming more physically active and eating healthy foods are 2 simple steps within almost any person's grasp that have immediate benefits towards improving overall health.
Come on, baby. Come on, man. Push it.
Now, how does metabolism play a role in the overweight and obesity problem? Well, first let's define health. According to a 2014 research study by Miss Elbrook, health is not a static condition, but rather an ever-changing condition due to the human body's continual need to adjust to internal and external situations, changes in physiology, or changing environments. The human body is uniquely designed to respond to stress, and if necessary, make necessary changes to maintain optimal health and physiological functioning. This process is called homeostasis, in which the human body continually strives to maintain a relatively stable equilibrium in relation to the surrounding environment and the regular tasks it is required to perform. And the body does this through food. The human body requires a constant supply of energy to move and function properly, and this energy comes from the sun, and also through the ingestion and digestion of macronutrients. Once consumed, the body goes through a series of intricate processes to break down the food and turn it into usable energy. This is known as metabolism. This chemical breakdown of the nutrients in food yields calories. A calorie is the amount of energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree, 4,184 joules, at a pressure of 1 atmosphere. Each of the primary nutrients humans consume, protein, fat, and carbohydrate, yields a specific number of calories per gram consumed. Now, cells are what perform all functions of life. They carry out specialized functions, convert nutrients into energy, and create structure for the body. Now, there are 3 macronutrients required by the body as mentioned above: carbs, proteins, and fats. Macronutrients are not directly used as energy, rather these substrates, glucose and fatty acids, are converted into adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the energy currency of cells.
Alright guys, so we've been talking about calories. Now, what's calories? You know, nowadays in the industry, the word is used so much, it has a negative connotation upon it. When we think calories, we think, oh man, now I have to track food again. I don't want to think about this. I just want to enjoy my meal. Well, here it is, guys. Calories is not some mythic being, you know? It's not some question out in the wild. It just means a unit of energy. Now, how does the body process energy? That's called metabolism. So our metabolic rate affects how we digest food, how we use food, and how we burn food. So it's important to understand how our metabolism works. Now remember, everybody's metabolism is going to be different. So let's start. Metabolism has 3 components. Number 1, your basal metabolic rate. This just means that when you're at rest, if I'm just laying down in this creek all day, my body is going to burn a certain amount of calories, energy, just to keep the bodily functions alive, just to keep my heart pumping, my lungs working. There's so many systems in our body, so many ecosystems that are working. So that work requires energy, and that energy is called your basal metabolic rate, how much your body burns. Now, if you guys want to find out how much your body burns, we're going to link in right below, right here, 2 formulas, one for men, one for girls. You guys figure out how much you burn doing nothing. Now, the second component of your metabolism is exercise. So whatever that means, that can just mean tossing a rock up and down, up and down. So other than maintaining my bodily functions, now I'm adding to it. Now I'm doing extra work. So that's why you see people who are athletes, their metabolism is high, because on top of their basal metabolic rate, they're also doing extra activities. So guys, if you guys want to improve that, all you got to do is take extra walks. You know, instead of going in a car to the shopping, try and walk and carry the bags back home. You'll see that these small little tips, they increase your metabolism. You start burning more calories. There you go. Easy. Just pick up a rock and fidget. Even fidgeting. Fidgeting is also extra work. It's also considered that exercise that you do, you know? So yeah, guys. And number 3, that third component is thermic effect of food. So now when we eat food, remember, you have to chew the food, then it goes down your pipe, and then your digestive system has to digest it. That requires a ton of energy. Now, scientists have already done the work for us, so we don't have to struggle too hard to figure out what foods to eat to make our digestion work more, so that our body has to work harder, burn more calories to digest the foods. And those superfoods are, number 1, proteins are hardest to digest. So remember guys, eat your proteins. Number 2 is carbohydrates. Now, when I say carbs, I'm not referring to refined breads, sugars. I'm not referring to fruit even, because fruit is very easily digestible. What I am referring to is your complex carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, vegetables, salads, tomatoes, cucumbers, fibrous foods, you know, like your oats, whole grains. These things take longer for the body to digest. So when you're taking your proteins, you're taking your complex carbs, your body's working harder to burn that, to digest that, to create it into energy. So that means your metabolism has to go up, so that your body's burning now more energy. And the third thing is fats. We have our fats. They're actually the most easily digestible thing in the body. So if you're eating a lot of fats, your body isn't working too hard to digest it. That's why, guys, some tips for that is, get your veggies in, get your proteins in. These things will help your thermic effect of food, help you burn more calories while digesting. Isn't that amazing? You get to eat more, but good foods, and you get to increase your metabolic rate. Actually, many of my friends and clients that are overweight, they actually eat less. And it's insane. It's like the people that eat more, they actually have a better metabolism. They're slimmer, you know, they're able to do more. They have more energy, they're more energetic, they're happier, because actually it's about choosing the right foods. Okay, now we have all this knowledge in our brains. We know about how to manipulate our metabolism so that it works in our favor. What we gotta do is so easy, guys. Like all the scientific experts, they say we should change the composition of our bodies. And that just means that your body is made up of a fat percentage, a muscle percentage, right? So you want the muscle percentage to go up and fat to go down. Why? Because basal metabolic rate is how your body works to keep its body mass together. So if I'm 73 kgs, my body is constantly trying to keep me at 73 kgs. So if that 73 kgs is mostly muscle, then my body works harder. That means my metabolic rate shoots up the roof, and that's what we want, because the higher your metabolism, the more your body can process energy, the more you're energetic, more things you can do. So number one thing you can do to change your lives is start an exercise routine, start a diet routine, so that you change the composition of your body. And number two, for exercise, what you guys can do is, guys, start walking. Do 10,000 steps a day. Stop that sedentary lifestyle, and you'll already see that your metabolic rate is better. I'm feeling hungrier. That's what a client told me just the other day. My hunger levels are rising, but I'm scared. Should I eat more? Yes, eat more. Why? Because when you eat more of the right things, your body starts trimming down all that excess fat because it's using energy. So guys, improve your metabolism. Let's, use our knowledge and get the best bang for our buck.
So there you have it, guys. It all comes down to an energy balance. So in order to tackle the overweight problem, we need to be in a negative energy balance. So essentially, we want to be expending more energy and consuming less. If you apply these 3 steps mentioned in this video, we guarantee you will see a change both externally in your physical appearance and health, as well as internally in your mood, lifestyle, consciousness, and emotional well-being. Stay strong, serve on, Bhakti Bro Salute.